Hi, this is Wired to be Retired, and what I'm going to do now is actually just a practice video of going through my bullet journals or my planners to show a couple people I promised ages ago how I do things and how things have changed since I have been retired. The first one that you see here with my hand in it on the left is a day runner. And a month before I retired, this is what my month looked like. As you can see, pretty darn busy. And one of the first things I noticed, and this is confirmed with other people who newly retire, is that coming up with what your daily activity is going to be, what your routine is, takes a while, and it did for me too. But I do want to show you sort of like what my day was like. I had developed this over years of work. This is a 2-page spread for one day, and I had all the times here. I could track what I was doing food-wise. I could track meds and supplements. You can see, not very good at marking down my supplements. I have things planned out in sections for the house, home, and health. More on that in another video. But this would talk about what those things were and according to the day, what I should have been dealing with. Sometimes I did, sometimes didn't. Other health documentation, did not do my blood pressure that day, didn't check my weight, but fasting blood sugar wasn't too bad. And I'd have a scripture for the day as well. On the other side, this is the part that is most like a bullet journal in some respects because I would have my daily to-do, but I was always very efficient. I would estimate how much time each thing would be, and if you're at work, you know it's best to not have more than 6 hours of work planned because there'll be 2 hours worth of interruption. And then I would set a priority, and when it was done, it would get an X. If it wasn't done, it would get a 0. And then I would go ahead and migrate that to another day, and I would put a check mark in there. So it looks like something I forgot to go ahead and put that check mark in. If there was something that happened significant that day, just a memory, like maybe somebody's birthday party, I put here. Here was my personal to-do list. Kind of going along with a Fly Lady master plan. Never very good about getting a lot of that done. And a symptom monitor because I had a neurological illness that I had contracted and things were winding down there, and had insomnia only that day. So that was kind of like what my month would look like. I wouldn't do weekly, I would do daily. What was nice about this planner is it had that alphabetized, address list. Also had some plastic sheets in there for business cards and pictures, etc. in the bottom. So I really liked this planner. That was my favorite. But I wanted to get a little bit more artistic. And when I read about bullet journals, I found this, I think at a Tuesday morning, and it was a full year and 2 months later. See if I can get to this. And yeah, I started this in March of this year, 2017. So you saw January of 2016, and I retired at the end of February 2016. So a little over a year later, I decided to do something different. I am keeping some of my topics that you saw. They're color-coded. Again, that's going to be in a separate video as I explain those things. Here is what March looked like. Much less busier than when I was at work. I don't understand why people want to have that much intensity in their life. My days were always very intense. Like I said, in my other video, working since I was 10, I'm done. You see the little purple mouse ears? We went to Disney that month. Now here I am doing some health tracking, still doing a terrible job at it. Going to have to try to do something different. And I started playing around with what did I want to do. Here you see that I did the Dutch door technique, and I had my week at the top. I had an extra day because of the vacation. I just went ahead and pulled that Sunday in. I used lots of stickers and things just to remember, what we did. But I can't say that I stayed with that. It seemed like a lot of wasted paper. Here is a tracker that has been a lot of fun for me. Books to read. I think I have about 45 books listed. You can see I fill in the titles when I get the book read. Somebody once said they didn't understand why people continued to work, that if they complained about not working when they were retired, it showed a lack of imagination. There is a lot that I like to do, and reading's one of them. So here's what I'm kind of resorting to now. I do have a month. You saw an example of a month. Here in July, I'm doing more of a week at a glance, but it's all on one page. This alphabet list is based on an alphabet tour we're doing, and I can talk more about that in a different video. So those are the types of things. I keep all kinds of stuff in here, recipes. Instead of file folders, I mark things on a file folder. And a little bit of drawing. I'm not the most artistic, but I'm enjoying this. I'm still wondering if I want to stick with this or find different pages and go back to the notebook, type, or maybe even something smaller that I can much more easily carry in my purse. So that's what I'm doing with my bullet journals and planners. So long, folks, as I say, ever onward.